Hey team, welcome back. Bam. Today we're going to do something. I don't know if you'd say the word special, but something different. We both have compiled some memes for the most part, or at least I haven't seen them all. Um, yeah, so basically, we'll put it up for you to see. We'll kind of discuss what what it means to us, if it means anything. Um, I don't know. Maybe we rate it.
Or why we picked it,
Sure.
because I had a whole bunch. I only picked 9 of the whole bunch I had.
Well, that was a good start. I wanted to only do a few. This is the first time we've ever done this. I needed to
Sure.
know how to do it. So our next episode can have more. Sure. We'll say why we wrote it and rate it out of five.
Okay.
In no particular order. I'm picking from the middle. Number one. Yeah, I picked that one. Uh, I didn't have a real reason. It was funny. Uh, Not related to just parenting, just in general. When people try and say that they would never do that, I usually give them kind of the side eye, or I appreciate what she's doing here. Like, ooh, good for you. Like, um, because the people that would say they would never do that often
Always.
are the people that would do it
Yep.
because you don't know what you would do in a situation, circumstances. So, yeah.
Most definitely. I agree with it 1000%.
So I would say the meme itself, I probably give it a three. Gets a four because Natalie Portman.
I did not know who that was. Not surprising. Um, I'll say 3. We'll go with the 3.
Yeah. It's unfortunate you don't know who Natalie Portman is.
I probably do, I just don't know her off the rip.
I was gonna say Star Wars, but you wouldn't really remember it. She's episode one.
Oh,
Um, and now I can only think about the Lonely Island song because that is when she really, really took my heart. Like I always kind of found Natalie Portman interesting. She was my white girl crush. But after that Lonely Island song, I was like, this is probably the greatest thing I've seen in media. All right.
I picked this one because it happens to me a lot. I'll go into, like, the kids' room, and I'll be like, I was coming in here for something and I just forget, and I'm like, well, I guess that's not gonna happen, or whatever it was. It wasn't that important because I forgot about it. So, meh. Andrew laughs at me a lot because I'm like, well, mom brain, leave me alone.
Okay. Uh, I wouldn't say this one's necessarily funny. Find it entertaining because it's Patrick. And then also the loading circle is a nice touch. Uh, Relatability wise, I guess it doesn't hit me that well because I don't often forget what it is that I'm, or at least not while standing. I can like turn on the computer. Maybe I was going to Google something and forget what I was initially searching. But that doesn't just, I don't just like stand there loading. I immediately jump to the next topic. All right, cool. I don't remember what that was. And now I'm going to look up random info fact that probably means nothing for my life except for random knowledge that I hope shows up in the trivia and that I remember it at the time of the trivia.
Sometimes I don't stand and load, but 85% of the time I'll stand there and be like, I was coming in the kids' room to do what? But most of the time I forget because then there's someone yelling or running around and I get sidetracked. So I was like, I was in here for something. Anaya started yelling at the top of her lungs because she could, and now I just don't remember. So I rated it 4, mostly because I can relate way too much.
Okay. Next one. I wouldn't necessarily say it's relatable. I don't I don't often yell at the kids, but it has happened on occasion. Um,
especially with Jackson.
no, I was gonna say especially with Clay. Jackson, I understand he's two. I don't. He's not even two yet. I don't really. I get frustrated with him, but I don't like yell in that frustration. It's Clay.
Well, there are days where like Aaron or Jackson, they'll yell or cry, and I just mimic them. And they'll be like, "Yeah, you don't like it. You should stop doing it. Please be quiet."
Yeah,
What do you rate your meme?
it's probably another three for content in general. Uh, four because the TV show is great and I like it. Next one.
Another Patrick. I do this actually a lot. I'll practice what I'm going to say to somebody and like think about what they might say back. Um, just because I don't actually like especially on the phone, I don't like talking to people. So I need to practice what I'm going to say or I just won't talk to people on the phone. If I'm not texting and I actually have to physically like talk, it's weird. The only time I don't do it is like sometimes with mom or with Andrew's parents because they just go left field. I'm like, I quit because I don't even know how you guys got there. I don't know how the conversation went to the left field. We were going straight. We were going straight and y'all just veered off. So I've just given up. But I also just don't call them often either. I call mom often because she's my mom, but his parents I just don't call.
I often find myself planning conversations or event scenarios. I don't think I ever really find myself frustrated if they don't follow the quote unquote script. But it is because often I don't find myself in that situation. I am a person that does like primary, alternate, contingency, emergency kind of. So like in the conversation that I've created, I've also thought like, okay, if they answer this way, this is my response to this. If they answer this way, my response to this. And usually people don't run outside of those four scenarios. And on the times that they do, I'm usually too surprised to be upset about it. And I'm usually like, oh, well done. It's not often that, I'm outwitted.
I mean, that's because you're great. I just don't like talking to people. Socially awkward.
Yeah, I mean, I also don't like talking to people. That's why I work so hard at the conversation construction. I want to make sure that I have a response, but I also like while creating that scenario, I have a specified end. I would like this to be the last sentence said, and like probably less than 2 minutes.
Hmm, maybe I'll
So
practice
I
that.
guess I do get frustrated if they don't follow the time script. I get frustrated with that. Like, hey man, we're going on 7 minutes now. I don't really want to talk to you.
I feel that. I rate this a 3.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So this one was just well, I say just the other day. I guess they've been gone for a little while now. But right before they left, it's like, hey, it's kind of quiet, and found Jackson on top of I think the elliptical. So yeah, when things get too quiet and you start to get comfortable, it's probably because the kids are doing something that you should be paying attention to.
mhm. Yep. There was a day I think I was trying to nap and I was like, everyone sleep, we're good. Jackson was napping on the like lower beds, so he was fine. It was when we were at the old house. I took 2 seconds, I was like, something feels weird. Jackson was putting toilet paper in the toilet. The whole roll. It's like, how did you even get this off? First of all, what are you doing? But was like, I quit. I'm just not gonna go to sleep anymore. I'm gonna lock the doors that don't lock. But how did you even get out, dude? But we just laughed about it and was like, was like you upset your head.
Yeah.
It's getting too smart.
So this is an older meme. I'm pretty sure I first saw it a few years ago. Still rings true though. So like based on picture and content, three, five based on how real how real it is. And years later, still valid. Probably forever will be valid. Uh so yeah, not just moms, dads too, but mostly moms. Something about moms look is way more effective. Uh
Especially the old school moms looks.
Yeah, I picked this meme because I saw it and thought about my mom and my grandma. They both made this face or some variation of it, and it immediately got us to stop doing whatever it was we were doing, or to start doing something that we were supposed to have started. Change came.
It was gonna happen whether you wanted it to or not.
Yeah. So also another one from the archive memes. I saw this a while ago. Uh, Still valid though. Solid four.
It's from like my second favorite movie. Not really. I actually don't. I watched The Emperor's New Groove, but Punk's New Groove was better. But I just felt like we needed a biblical meme, so and that's like the best scene in this movie.
Yeah, this is Kronk's Group.
No, this is The Emperor's New Groove.
Okay, I thought so. I don't. Well, I don't even remember Gronk's New Groove really. Emperor's New Groove I've seen a few times. I saw it before I started dating Janice. Saw it a few more times after that because it is her favorite movie. But I thought the best scene was when she's talking about mailing the box. She's like, put that box in a bigger box, and then mail it to myself or whatever it was. Um,
That was a good
it was
scene.
entertaining.
Yeah, but I just thought this was like spot on because it's like she's like, I win and my voice is like this. So I just like immediately thought about it
Oh, well, that makes it more funny. Yeah, with that, with the voice, sure. Yeah.
and just blah. I rate this flat because it's genius.
Okay.
This was relatable because Dad had Bible study the other day, and we're in First Samuel, if my memory remembers. But he was trying to say like David's wives' names or like the places there, and he was like, and Zachdo, and I'm like, just do what everyone says and just speak in tongues and move on because no one's gonna pronounce it. Like
Ah, oh,
we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna judge you that you don't know it either. Like it's okay.
there might be a little bit judgment, but because he went to school for it, I don't expect the average person
I mean,
to
yeah,
know.
he went to school to be a pastor, not to learn how to pronounce Hebrew names.
Yeah, like Bible scholar, you like learn the Greek and stuff.
Yeah,
Now you would get no judgment for me at all. I don't think so. I know. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's my thing. Was I would never do that. Judgment coming.
this is probably gonna be me. That's all I'm gonna say. It's probably gonna be me.
You don't talk to people or get on stage.
No, but our children will be like, TT, our mom, we have a basketball game. Don't yell at the refs again, please. I make no promises. Like, if they suck, they suck. It's not my fault. I will yell and scream, and if you're not doing right, then I'm gonna yell and scream some more. But I won't do like mom did to KJ and show up in a robe and rollers at the bus stop, so eh, only because he's like, "You won't embarrass me, it's fine." And then she showed up and she was like, "Oh, damn, I started this." And he was like, "Yeah, you did. Bye."
Oh, okay. It's to prove a point.
Mhm.
I was like, that doesn't really feel like Mama D to me. But to
To
prove a
prove a
point,
point.
yeah, yeah, that feels right.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know if that's me. I don't think so. I mean, probably it is me, just in the sense that at some point all kids feel embarrassed about their parents, but I am not likely to go out of my way to try and embarrass them. I, honestly, Shanice probably feels more embarrassed than anyone else. Like she is the one that is like, hey, like let's go to the sporting event and sit quietly like a library. And I wasn't like yelling at like refs or being rude to players or anything, cheering on the team. Like
but that is
I
Shanice.
wasn't making a scene. She felt like I was. Whatever.
Anything above the voice level of 3 is making a scene to Shanice. If you're not library whispering, you're making a scene.
It's unfortunate.
I rate this a 4. I forgot to rate the other one. It's a 5 because
It's
that's how I
okay.
feel every time.
I mean, the points don't matter. It's okay. I don't know. We probably can't say that. It's probably trademarked. Whose line is it anyway? Okay.
I feel this very deeply in my soul because I have read each and every version of the Bible because that's a pastor. And, sometimes he'll be like, oh, we're going to go to the KJV. And I'm like, please don't because no, ain't nobody trying to do all that. But now he'll be like, oh, well, we should do ESP. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some truth to this. For like when I was doing the youth ministry thing, for certain messages that I was trying to do, might use a different version to try and help make the point.
Yeah,
Apparently, I need to look at the amplified version more if it gives additional words like synonyms and parentheses.
it does. I'm a fan of ESV right now. As long as it's not KJV, I'm a fan, honestly. Or in KJV. Uh-uh. For the longest, I thought KJV was just dad's initials, though. I thought it was like, oh, you got your Bible engraved. I was like, no.
Well, what would be the V?
I I know he has like second. I don't know. I just know they have numbers. I was like 3. Okay. I was like, it's Kelvin 1, and I don't know what that is, but it's part of it. Hmm. But I was like 3. And then he finally told me, like, no, that's not what that means.
But yeah, I find it to be pretty valid, especially if you're alone. Little bit easier if you know someone is there to assist. But like in Castaway, he was by himself. So yeah, especially with the like under twos. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, it's actually not terrible with Clay now. He's kind of to the point where he will mostly keep to himself. He may want to do an activity with you, but especially if you let him use the iPad, he'll sit down for hours.
those under 2s. Mm-mm. Boys are wild.
Gets a 4 because Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is great.
That's Tom Hanks?
Yes.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I don't go to work, but this is how I just feel when I'm around people.
I think what's great about this is the two moods are the same. It's only one mood.
I mean, yeah, But if you take it in the context of the scene, there seems to be no sign of life of intelligence. Intelligent life, but like the scene of Toy Story. Granted, I actually didn't pay attention to Toy Story for a while, so I vaguely remember this scene. But
So are you trying to argue that it's two separate moods?
it is.
I remain unconvinced. Because I'm surrounded by idiots is the same way is the same meaning as there's no signs of intelligent life anywhere. I look around my surroundings, no intelligence equals idiots.
Valid. Okay, you win.
Yeah. I give it a 5 because the creativity of the two moods, that's actually one mood, and a lot of people probably missed it.
Like me. I watched a skit about it's like after Abraham tries to sacrifice Isaac, like they're at the dinner table. I'll send it to you one day. Um, but they're like, Dad, you just try to shank me. What do you mean? Do I how do I want my steak cooked? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I've seen a few. Uh, man, I don't remember his name right now. Dude, he's all over like YouTube and Instagrams, and lately because of his uh praise approved dances, those are great. I saved a couple of those too for review in another episode.
Mine was from Ariel Fitzpatrick, the one that I watched where she's doing a
Uh,
skit.
yeah, she's great too.
Shout out to you. No, I'm just kidding. um, but I just thought this like related to that because I'm like, I would probably feel the same way. Like, Dad, you just try to hand me off to God to be with God early. Okay. Shade. Now you want to sing me a lullaby? Just go about your day. Go about your day. Sleep with one eye open and go about your day.
I can't really imagine. I don't think I've experienced that level of betrayal.
You know,
I don't know how I would react to it.
you know. I'm my dad's favorite, so like no. One, there's like John 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's not that many, but
Or just
there's 4
Sean, and then
John 1, 2, and 3.
I mean most people refer to as first, second, and third. But
Still,
but yes.
but I thought it was funny because like they're vastly different.
Uh okay. I was like, this isn't the same at all. Okay.
That's the point.
I had to go back up top to read the meme. I started reading the scriptures. Okay.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would be a tragic place to read that message.
Yep. Like, well, I guess the wedding's over. She's not coming down the aisle no more.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Uh, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed some of the memes. Maybe post in the comments ones that you have that you think we should see. If we like them enough, we'll discuss them in a future episode or something. Have fun, but not too much fun. Keep it PG.
Adios.